Hello, hello, my friends. I thought, look, I have time to say being Good Friday. So I thought, look, I'm sitting in the car, totally stationary, not driving, and of course, doing everything the safe way. And I'm actually just waiting to go in into the fish shop because it is Good Friday. So obviously I've ordered my fish and chips and they said it's going to be 40 minutes wait, which is totally fine because a number of years ago I waited almost 8 hours because of Good Friday. But anyway, today I thought, look, I'm just going to talk a little bit about my market. I'll show you a couple things that I've got, which are super fun. And one of them is this darling little mushroom. Now, is this not the cutest thing you've ever seen? I mean, I just love them. So I'll show you a couple of things while we're here. And everyone else, happy Good Friday. Make sure you do donate to the Friday Appeal if you're in Australia, which, of course, is for children with cancer. So please donate to that. We will definitely be donating. I haven't done it yet, but I will. Although I did put some coins in the Good Friday Appeal when I went to my local market today. So that's always a good thing, isn't it? And my daughter Emily was in Berwick, so at the Akuna Easter market. But of course, I'm not there. I was there today helping her, not my things, just Em's things. And but I will actually be going out to Phillip Island. It's actually in Cowes, the foreshore market, which is along the beautiful coast of, I guess it's like, I'm going to say South Gippsland. I don't know whether that's the right word. But anyway, it's along the Gippsland coast. So that's where I'll be tomorrow. I will have my gorgeous ceramic things. And I've got a couple markets planned before the conference in May. So, which is exciting. And I'll show you one of my signs. I just did one of these. I know it's kind of backwards for all of you guys, but that is my little hand-painted sign to some of the really tiny things that I've got going. And I'll show you a couple now that we're on here because, like I said, I need to waste some time here, friends. My fish and chips will not be ready until 6:15 or so. But anyway, so this is another one of these little mushrooms. I started doing them like this, but I have changed them a little bit. So my new ones will be changed. But basically what I do for these ceramics is I sell them $7 each or 3 for 20. So you get $1 off if you get 3 different ones. And in them I have like dozens of different things, from tiny baby little trinket ones to little magnets and so on. So that was one of them. This is another one. Isn't that cute? Look at its little face. It's like a little tiny dish, if you can kind of see. It'll be perfect to put a few coins or little rings or something there near your bedside. So I do have that one as well. I'll show you a couple. This is a magnet, so it's just an owl with a wood texture, and it's in a beautiful white kind of satin. And then, of course, I put the magnet on the back. And I've tested them. These magnets are super strong. They definitely do hold up. So I'll show you a couple because, like I said, I'm sitting in the car, totally stationary, of course, waiting for my order from the fish and chip shop because Good Friday we always only eat fish. We're not religious at all, but, it's just a respect for anyone else that is religious. So, and then I've got these gorgeous little sheep. Aren't they cute? Can you see that lace look? And then, of course, on the back of it, it's got the magnet. And then, of course, my little symbol, which just says Rhonda Jane. And you probably noticed on my YouTube channel, I changed it to Rhonda Jane. And I thought, look, a lot of people know my name. So whether I'm selling, not selling, but whether I am talking about pottery or talking about ceramics, I thought it's easier to be on here. And my lovely friend, Chrissy Joy, she actually said to me, put them all on the same channel. I do have the 2 channels, but I'm thinking of just converting it to one, which may be easier, might it? So anyway, we will see what is going to happen as we go along. And so then I do have this one here, which, let me hold it up the right way. That's my little bumblebee. Isn't it cute? And that's a magnet. So these are all magnets. They're not all magnets. And then I did make these because I had extra clay and I thought it was fun. Isn't it cute? It's just like a little ceramic penguin. And people can use that to put on, a brooch or I've been told a lot actually that people are saying to me what they like to do is, I don't know whether it's called a pocket friend, but children carry like something little ceramic or shiny, and they put it in their pocket, and when they're having a stressful day, they just kind of rub that. Anyway, that's something I've heard of, and I'd never heard of that before. But if it makes your child happy, that's all that matters. And I'll show you some more. I won't share everything because, we've run out of time otherwise. But this is my other little dish. So it's just yellow. So I do have some with the rim being yellow, some being blue, some being pink. And can you see how cute it is? So, and then, of course, on that. So these ones are what's called hand building. So it means I've got the clay. I've rolled the slab out and then just, given it a curve so it's like a little ring dish. But I have also done lots and lots on the wheel. Hello, Melissa. How are you, my love? A pocket penguin. So cute. Yeah, I thought that was cute, love. And, I wish I had it. I don't think I have it. Let me see if I can see it in my little containers because I'm sitting in the car. Oh, I do have it. Hold on. This is so cute, Melissa, if you like that. I thought, what am I going to do with these little tiny penguins? And then I had these tiny little butterflies. And if you can see, here's a butterfly penguin. Isn't it cute? So I've just gone over to keep it this pinky color, but next time the penguin might just be black and white. But anyway, and then it's a magnet. So, yeah, I created that, and I just so loved it. I thought it was absolutely darling. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, look, so cute. And, look, I'll say something too about markets. A lot of people are asking me about talking about pivoting, evolving, and everything. If I'm really honest, it's been really tough for small business. Now, especially skincare and soap has been very, very tough. And I think a big reason for it is the soap industry changed a lot when it got regulated, and I knew what was going to happen. I knew, and I said this, that it's going to push small people out. 100% it is. And I just think, unless you are a big wholesale company, you're spending huge amounts, investing a lot of amounts into, paid advertising, into conferences, into, going to exhibition buildings and things like that to really display your product so that shops are buying it. I knew it was going to be tough for people. And I really do think lots of my friends in the industry have told me they're really struggling, and, they're struggling just to keep food on the table. So if you want to support a small business, please do support soap and candle businesses. They are really doing it tough at the moment. And, I had to pivot and do a few different things. And I thought, look, if I get sicker, and I'm doing good at the moment, everyone that's been asking, if I get sick again, soap's a thing that you kind of can't really do because it's so caustic, and it's one of those things that my skin doctor said, it's kind of a thing you don't really want to do. So anyway, I had to find a new thing and something that made me happy, and I have done pottery since 1992, but I kind of took a big break, obviously, and I've also made things that do go with soap, which are like candle melters and things like that. So I just haven't bought them out yet. But if you want to check out any of those, you just need to go on my other website, which is rhondajanepottery.com. And that will be, of course, that's a Shopify site. I've already set that up. But I'm never going to have everything on it that I sell. Most of it I'm doing markets, and it will get me a chance to travel, to have fun. I really want to have fun, and I just want to travel with my daughter around Australia at all these different events and markets, and just have, lots of fun and just do things. So hopefully in September I will also be in Adelaide at the Adelaide show. My daughter has applied for that, so we will see what's going to happen. Whether I have a store with her, it depends on the price, because I'm not sure of the price of the Adelaide show yet, or if we will get in, but it will be exciting if we can, and we will see. And at the moment I'm still playing around with my kiln. I do have a second-hand kiln that has been a money pit. It's cost thousands and thousands of dollars, a lot of money, just to get it off the ground. And I bought it super cheap, which was $2,000, and which is cheap for a kiln. The average kiln's about $10,000 in Australia. So anyway, but it's just been a money pit. So, but I am enjoying it, and I'm learning a lot as I go along in my little journey of doing this. And I'm just going to put these away now that I've shown a couple of things, because I do have a market tomorrow, so you can come and see me if you want. I will be at Phillip Island on the foreshore with everyone else that sells handmade gorgeous things. And I'm sorry if my internet jumped a little bit, friends, because I am actually in the main street waiting for my fish and chips on Good Friday. And they did say 40 minutes. So I said, look, no one wants me annoying you. They don't need an annoying person sitting there and talking. So I said, look, let's just wait. And I'll go in the car and wait, and then I'll go back at, 20 past or something, 6, because it is almost 6 o'clock now. So I'm sorry if it's looking a little dark, because, hold on. Oh, they are light. So tell me if that's better or worse. But anyway, hopefully it's a little better, because I'm balancing my phone on the dash, because obviously I'm not driving. I am just kind of sitting here. So I'm just going to kind of hold it a little bit. But yeah, so anyway, that's probably annoying. Do you think it's annoying? Hold on, let me put the other one on. Maybe that's a bit better. Yeah, so... But that's what I've been up to, everyone, doing all of these different things. So let me know, do you think I should just have pottery and soap and all things I'm doing just on this channel, which you can see I've renamed it Rhonda Jane, which is my name. So I just renamed it. And it doesn't mean anything's going to change on it. I'm still going to have soap products. I'm still going to have pottery and creative things that I am doing, and actually markets. I'm going to do a series of how I'm going at markets to give people an idea of how everything works. So I have already put some up on my other channel, but like I said, I'm thinking of just keeping it all to this channel, because it's already verified. I've already gone through all that process. So maybe that's what I would do, and just bring it all back to this one. So if you're following on the other one, just make sure you're following and subscribe to this one. And we'll do lots more on here as well. Oh, okay, yeah, sure, Melissa. Yeah, so you wouldn't mind looking at pottery as well. And that's the thing. I think if you're watching a soap channel or a pottery channel, it doesn't matter what it is. I think people just want to see the creative side, and I think people want to see, recipes and markets and how we're going, like how can they, I guess, benefit from that. So that's what I'm thinking anyway. And look, a lot of it will be about markets, but look, I've spoken to so many people and they're just not doing well with soap. And I haven't done markets for a while, but the last lot of markets I did, I honestly earned $10, $5. I had a $20 market. They just were really terrible. So that's really why I stopped selling soap and things at markets. I just wasn't doing well. And I think the average person at a market, they're just like, oh, well, I can go to the shop and get something for $2. They don't want to spend $10 for a bar of soap. And I thought, look, when I wasn't well and was feeling horrible, I thought I need to find something that is better for me, and take a bit of stress away, like having 2 websites or 3. I've got 3 websites at the moment. Having those, having all the different channels, Patreon, it's so much work. And this way, if I just stick to one channel in the market and Patreon, then I can help people more on Patreon with soap. And Patreon will be pretty much just soap related products. So if anyone wants to see more recipes and so on, you can go on there. I do have a free member on there and obviously a paid member. So if you're a paid one, you see more things. But sometimes I do just do little blogs and things, free ones as well. So, and on this channel, I will have a few market things coming just to show you the market, and I'll just talk about, how I went, whether it was busy, whether it wasn't, because I think that maybe that will give some insight. I don't think it matters at markets what you sell. If you're a soap maker and selling at a market, you just kind of want to see, the process, like, how much it costs, how long the show is, do they get a lot of people there, and so on. So hopefully that kind of helps. I'm sorry, I'm turning that off because it's annoying my eyes. And I'm sorry, I know it's dark because you can see it's late outside, everybody. And as I said, I'm in my car on Good Friday waiting for my fish and chips to be finished at the fish shop. So, which is a bit funny, isn't it? So, but yeah, anyway, so I hope that you'll all keep following me on my journey and following all the different videos. And I think too, if I'm able to do videos on markets, some on pottery, some on soap, and so on, that will actually help me to be able to create more content for everyone as well, because you know, now that I don't think I'm going to be selling a lot of soap except for wholesale on Fair, what I'll be doing is I'll make them in smaller batches, so then I can still show you how to make things, still give you recipes and things like that. But I just think maybe that's going to be more helpful for people than making massive slabs. Although I know it's fun to watch, and I will still make soap because I make it for my children all the time. Often they'll come up with something they want me to do and so on. But I am going to sell off a few of my machines and things like that. So if anyone's interested, I will be selling off my shrink wrap machine, which is a big machine with a massive, massive roll. I think on Monday I'm going to do a TikTok live, so a live sale on TikTok. And I'll have lots of like bulk things that I've bought that I don't need anymore, and I'll be selling those off. So you can pick them up from me. That might be easy. But anyway, just watch me on there, and you know, I'll kind of go through the process. So it is going to be on Easter Monday at 1 p.m. So it'll be 1 o'clock lunchtime. So hopefully that does help everyone, and you know, maybe I've got some stuff everybody wants or needs at a bit of a discount, so it would be kind of good. I might be selling off like KitchenAid and things like that. Not everything, just a few things that I don't need, because my house is becoming so overcrowded with everything that I have soap and pottery related, even though I have 2 studios now. So anyway, I really want to thank everyone for sticking around, watching me, and every time you watch, like, and subscribe on my videos, it really does help me. And because, you know, without you doing that, the channel just goes downhill, and then of course I don't get paid, so then I can't do videos because it costs money to do videos and set all of this up and time. So anyway, but like I said, once again, thanks so much. Make sure you give me the big thumbs up for watching any of my videos, and you're going to see me very soon. Bye, friends. See ya.